Good evening. You're tuned into Retro Vibe FM. Tonight, we're stepping out of the fast lane to head back to a place that never fades. The old neighborhood. That corner barbershop that knew you by name. The dusty sandlot where the game was the only thing that mattered. And that sweet, distant tune of the ice cream truck, calling us back from 3 blocks away. Tonight's set is the old neighborhood. 20 tracks, 20 memories. One place we all call home. Are you ready to go back? Let's take the long way home. This is Retro Vibe FM.
Retro Vibe FM. Yeah. Yeah. Sal had a shop on the corner of 3rd. 2 chairs, a radio, a man of his word. You'd wait on the bench with the old Sports Illustrated, and Sal knew your name before you'd even graduated. He knew your daddy, he knew your son, he knew the neighborhood from under everyone. Sal's Barbershop, more than a haircut. Sal's Barbershop, that's where the world was cut. Down to size, down to truth, down to what matters most. Sal's Barbershop was the heartbeat of this old neighborhood, coast to coast. The men would talk about the game last night, and somebody's son who finally got it right. And old Mr. Perkins would fall asleep in the chair. Sal would just keep cutting. Man, he was always there. He knew the gossip, he kept it right. He knew the neighborhood by morning and by night. Sal's Barbershop, more than a haircut. Sal's Barbershop, that's where the world was cut. Down to size, down to truth, down to what matters most. Sal's Barbershop was a heartbeat of this old neighborhood, coast to coast. Clippers going and the radio playing and the men all laughing in the morning of a better day. Sal's Barbershop, God, I miss that place. Sal's Barbershop and Sal's familiar face. Down to size, down to truth, down to what was real. Sal's Barbershop was the best part of how this neighborhood used to feel. How it used to feel. Still cutting, still cutting, still cutting, still talking. Hey, Prescott Avenue. Last weekend of July, they closed the whole block down. And Prescott Avenue became the center of the town. Mrs. Rodriguez had her tamales on the fold-out table, and the Coleman grill was going strong as it was able. Every screen door opened up by 10. The whole street came out and never went back in. The Hendersons, the Patels, the Kowalski crew, the whole neighborhood showing up to do what neighborhoods do. Block party on Prescott Avenue. Everybody out, me and you. The music's loud and the grill is going, and the whole block's alive and knowing this is what we have. Block party on Prescott Avenue. Kids on bikes and old men to step into. Lord, I give anything to go back there. One more July in that summer air on Prescott Avenue. Mr. Jenkins brought his old 8-track out on the lawn. And played the Temptations till the afternoon was gone. Fat Tony's kids were running through the sprinkler line, and somebody's uncle was doing something fine on the clarinet. Almost every time, every generation in the same zip code. The old teaching young, the young making old folks feel bold. And the street held all of it, every name, every sound. The best party in the world was right here on our ground. Block party on Prescott Avenue. Everybody out, me and you. The music's loud and the grill is going, and the whole block's alive and knowing this is what we have. Block party on Prescott Avenue. Kids on bikes and old men to step into. Lord, I give anything to go back there. One more July in that summer air on Prescott Avenue. Woo-hoo. I don't know what neighborhood stopped doing this, when everybody got busy and the streets went quiet. But I remember standing at the end of Prescott, watching the whole block dance, and thinking nothing could ever be better. Nothing ever could. Block party on Prescott Avenue. Everybody out, every single one of you. The music's loud and the love is showing, and nobody's in a hurry of going. This is what we have. Block party on Prescott Avenue. Every July under that blue, Lord, we had something real on that street. The whole neighborhood and the summer heat on Prescott Avenue. Yeah, Prescott Avenue. Yeah, oh, oh, yeah. Oh, 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 There was a patch of dirt past the Weber fence, with a backstop made of chicken wire and common sense. We used a bat that was cracked and taped with friction wrap, and a ball we'd found behind the school, and that was that. No adults, no umpire, no league, no fee, just the unwritten law of boys who needed to be free. We played from 9 until the heat got mean, the best baseball I've ever seen. The Sandlot Boys, under a July sky. The Sandlot Boys, nobody told us how high to aim fence one day. We lost 2 balls that summer that particular way. We'd fish around in Mr. Weber's yard at dark, and once he almost caught us, God, the pounding of my heart. But even that was part of it, the stakes, the fear, the rush, the way that summer living has a certain necessary hush. Right before the pitch, right before the crack, something holy in that moment that I'm always going. Sandlot Boys, under a July sky. The Sandlot Boys, nobody told us how high to aim or how to run or where to stand. We made it all up with our own 2 hands. The Sandlot Boys, best team I ever played for. No coach, no fame. The Sandlot Boys are the reason that I know what it means to love the game. Structure on that dirt in '82, and I've never once forgiven the city council too. But somewhere in America right now there's a patch of ground where boys are playing their own game without a grown-up sound. And good. The Sandlot Boys, always under a July sky. The Sandlot Boys, we never said goodbye. We just played until the dark came in and went home dirty, happy, and then came back again. The Sandlot Boys, best years of my life on that dirt, best years, no question. The Sandlot Boys. Of the bat, cents in my pocket on a Saturday noon. Me and Georgie headed to the store real soon. Mr. Ray Mandola had the good stuff in the case, redfish and licorice and wax lips for your face. The choosing was the whole thing. You'd stand there all day, weighing a root beer barrel against a sugar straw, and Mr. A would wait you out with patience fine and true, because he knew exactly what a dime meant to you. Penny candy, nothing in the world more grand. Penny candy in a little paper bag in your hand. Swedish fish and lemon drops and the wax cola bottles that you bit the tops. Penny candy, oh, the sweetest thing I know was the corner store candy 60 years ago. 60 years ago. Nickel got you halfway to a sugar daddy bar, and a dime was a fortune, took you pretty far. We'd sit on the curb out front and sort our loot, and trade the stuff we didn't want, and that was the pursuit. I never understood the economics then. Why some weeks I had more and some weeks none. But Mr. Amendola never once embarrassed anyone. He'd let you look even if the looking was the fun. Penny candy, nothing in the world more grand. Penny candy in a little paper bag in your hand. Bit of honey and the candy cigarettes and the little wax mustaches I've never quite forgotten. Yenny candy. Oh, the sweetest thing I know was the corner store candy 60 years ago. My grandkids want the candy on an app these days, and I take him to the gas station. God, how times have changed. But once a year I find a candy shop that keeps the old stuff, and for 5 minutes I'm 8 years old and nothing is enough. Penny candy, you were everything to me. Penny candy, the whole summer in one sweep. Mr. Amendola and the glass case full, and a dime in my pocket when a dime was beautiful. Penny candy, still the sweetest thing I know, the corner store candy. And the world moving slow. One more piece. One more piece. Had been cooking since June, and somebody's older brother had a wrench real soon. He turned that hydrant open and the street became the sea, and every kid on Prescott came running to be free. Quarter on the hot concrete, the whole block running in the street. Sneakers soaking, shirts stuck to skin, the best kind of trouble we were ever in. Fire hydrant summer, Lord, it was alive. Fire hydrant summer, everything's a water slide. The whole block in the water when the heat became too much. Fire hydrant summer, nothing in the world beats that kind of rush. Nothing beats that rush. Mrs. Capullo yelled from her window on the second floor, but even she was smiling, yeah, she always smiled for sure. Old Gerald from the corner sat on his stoop and laughed, and even the guys in ties got hit on their way past. Cold water making rainbows in the air, every kid from every family out there. The whole block equal in the hydrant flow, the most democratic thing I'll ever know. Fire hydrant summer, Lord, it was alive. Fire hydrant summer, everything's a water slide. The whole block in the water, no rich, no poor, no name. Fire hydrant summer made us all the same, all the same. The city eventually came and turned it off, and we stood there soaking, dripping on the block. But for about an hour in the August afternoon, the whole neighborhood was one big beautiful room, with no roof and no walls, just water heating us. And every time it rained for years after that, I'd get that feeling, that hydrant rush. Nothing was a compromise. The whole street in
Left on Oak and right on 3rd and straight down Anderson, past the barking dog at number 9, and on through the shortcut by the water tower, careful on the rail, past the store where Mr. Soto always had a morning sale. I could walk that route today with my eyes pressed shut. Every crack in every sidewalk lives somewhere in my gut. 4 blocks to Washington, the best 4 blocks I know. Walked to Washington Elementary 6 years of every morning. Walked to Washington Elementary through the neighborhood farming. Who I'd be, who I'd grow to be, those 4 blocks made me. Walk to Washington Elementary is the map of everything that ever really mattered to me. Mrs. Park would wave from her garden every single day, and the Martino twins would always try to lead me astray into some adventure that would make us 10 minutes late. But we always made the bell, well, mostly. Those 4 blocks hold everything. The smell of leaves in the fall, the ice patch where I fell on Thursday twice, I think, in all. The conversations walking, growing up in motion slow. Walked to Washington Elementary 6 years of every morning. Walked to Washington Elementary through the neighborhood farming. Who I'd be, who I'd grow to be, those 4 blocks made me. Walk to Washington Elementary is the map of everything that ever really mattered to me.
The school's a community center now. They changed the name in '91. But the 4-block route is still the same, if you know where to run. And sometimes when I'm visiting, I walk it just to say I walked it once as everything, and still do today.
Walk to Washington Elementary still lives in every morning. Walk to Washington Elementary still in every farming. Step I take, turn I make, those 4 blocks are in me. Walk to Washington Elementary is the map of everything, every single thing that ever made me. Still know every crack.
The last Thursday of October on Oak Street was the one night the neighborhood went completely. Different porch lights swapped for jack-o'-lanterns glowing, and the whole block had a secret worth knowing. My mother pinned the costume shut at 8. We were out, we could not wait. The air had that particular October smell, cold and leaves and something hard to tell. Halloween on Oak Street, God, it was the best. Halloween on Oak Street, we were all possessed by the pure freedom of the dark, and the houses lit like jewels in the park. Halloween on Oak Street, The neighborhood was magic just one night a year. Halloween on Oak Street is why I still love October all these years. Old Mr. Garvey gave the full-size candy bars, and word spread through the ghost cars near and far. Mrs. Whitfield had the hot cider on the porch, and every kid on the block would stop and pour. By 9 o'clock our pillowcases dried. We'd sorted out the good stuff from the bad, and the neighborhood looked different in the dark. Every ordinary house was its own haunted art. Halloween on Oak Street, God, it was the best. Halloween on Oak Street, we were all possessed by the pure wonder of the dark, and the neighbors in the costumes in the yard. Halloween on Oak Street, the neighborhood was magic just one glorious night. Halloween on Oak Street is why October always feels exactly right. I take my grandkids through a neighborhood now that isn't mine. The old block's different somehow, but they run from door to door with their pillowcase haul. And I stand on the sidewalk in October, and I feel it all. The cold, the leaves, the candles, the particular grace of a neighborhood that puts a light out for every child's face. Halloween on Oak Street always was the best. Halloween on Oak Street, neighborhood expressed its love for every child on every block. You'd open every door and never lock. Halloween on Oak Street, the neighborhood was magic every single year. Halloween on Oak Street, the reason I still feel like a kid this time of year. Every year. Still out there, still ringing bells. The Majestic Theater on the corner of Main and Vine had a marquee made of light bulbs. Every single one would shine. The lobby smelled of popcorn, and the carpet was deep red, and the ceiling had 1,000 painted stars overhead. For 75 cents on a Saturday afternoon, you entered something sacred, entered something true. The lights went down, the curtain rose, the whole world fell away, and for 2 hours we were anywhere. That story chose to say the old movie house on Main, nothing was the same. After 2 hours in the Majestic's dark, the old movie house on Main made the ordinary plain into something that could fill a heart with wonder, with magic, with everything art. The old movie house on Main. The organist would play before the matinee began, and the newsreel showed us something bigger than this land. I saw my first adventure there, my first love story too, and I became a slightly larger person every time I came through. They tore it down in '79 for a parking structure great, and something irreplaceable just quietly went away. But in my memory, that marquee still burns bright. The Majestic lives inside me every single movie night. The old movie house on Main, nothing was the same. After 2 hours in the Majestic's dark, the old movie house on Main made the ordinary plain into something that could fill a heart with wonder, with magic, with everything art. The old movie house on Main. I know it's just a building, I know it was just stone, but some buildings hold the best parts of the children that we've known. And when they go, a piece of us goes with them into air. And I'll spend my whole life looking for a ceiling painted like those stars up there. The old movie house on Main, I'd give anything to see again. That marquee burning on the corner of Main and Vine. The old movie house on Main, every Saturday the rain or shine, we were there. Every seat was mine for a while. In the Majestic's divine, the old movie house on Main. The old movie house on Main. The stars on the ceiling. Open Memorial Day, and by June the whole neighborhood moved in to stay. 25 cents for a kid, 50 for a teen. The cleanest water in the dirtiest routine. The lifeguard had a whistle and a tan so deep, and the concession stand had creamsicles for keeps. And everybody you knew showed up before noon. The whole world was the municipal pool in June. The municipal pool, Lord, it was school for everything that mattered in the summer. The municipal pool, the social golden rule, was chlorine and the sun and being together. Every kid from every street came to cool their summer feet. The municipal pool was the center of the neighborhood, was the center of everything good in the summer. The boys would try to drown each other in the shallow end, and the girls would lay their towels out and pretend they didn't notice us absolutely did. The whole world was being invented by every neighborhood kid. And at 3 o'clock they'd clear the pool for adult swim, and the misery of waiting on the concrete rim until the whistle blew and we could jump back in. The best 15 minutes of my life again and again. The municipal pool, Lord, it was school for everything that mattered in the summer. The municipal pool, the social golden rule was chlorine in the sun and being together. Every kid from every block counting down that adult swim clock. The municipal pool was the center of the neighborhood, was the center of everything good in the summer. They closed it down for budget cuts in '91 and turned it into something else they thought was better done. But every summer I still feel it, that particular cold of jumping into that water when the world was still and whole. The municipal pool, God, what a school for the things that really mattered every summer. The municipal pool, the goal of a golden rule, chlorine in the sun and the neighbor together. Every kid, every single day, nobody had to find a way. The municipal pool was the center of the neighborhood, was the center of everything good, was the center of the summer. Adult swims over, jump back in. Last week of August had a different kind of air, something cooling at the edges, something almost there. The pool closed on the Sunday and the sign said see you next year. And something in that sentence always cost me dear. The neighborhood knew it too, the bikes all slowed somehow, and even the kids on the corner played a little quieter now. September again, end of what we had. September again, everything felt sad in the beautiful way that only endings feel, when what you're losing was completely real. September again, the neighborhood in amber. September again, Lord, I'll still remember every August ending, every summer gone. September again. The new shoes were bought, the lunchbox was prepared, and the morning of the first day something shifted in the air. The whole block smelled of pencils and something crisp and new, but I always look back once at the summer as I walk through. I'd count the things I hadn't done, the places I'd not been, and promise next year's summer I would get to all of them. But every year September came before I'd finished. September again, end of what we had. September again, everything felt sad in the beautiful way that only endings feel, when what you're losing was completely real. September again, the neighborhood in amber. September again, Lord, I still remember every summer ending, every summer gone. September again. Now September doesn't feel the same way at all. The summer just becomes a fall without much warning. But for about 15 years on that block, September was a grief, a small but very real one. In the neighborhood morning, and I miss that grief. I miss knowing the season. I miss being a boy for whom summer was everything and enough. September again, end of what we had. September again, God, it made me sad in the beautiful way that only childhood feels, when the thing you're losing was the most real. September again, the neighborhood in amber. September again, I still feel it, still remember every summer ending, every summer gone. September again. September again. Next year. Next year. Mickey ran the stand at 5th and Green from before my father's time, or so it seemed. He knew every paper and he knew every name, and if you needed change, he always had the same. He'd be there in the snow and in the heat, the first face most of the neighborhood would meet. Every single morning going on 30 years, and he'd hand you your paper without a word sometimes, depending on your tears. The newspaper stand, the first stop of the day. Mickey's newspaper stand, right there in the way of everyone getting somewhere, everyone in a rush, Mickey's newspaper stand was the one thing in the whole neighborhood that never asked too much. My father got the daily and the racing form, and Mickey'd have it folded right before the storm. And he'd say, "You're popping yet?" if I came through alone, and slip me a candy bar and say, "Tell him Mickey said hello when you get home." You couldn't have designed Mickey if you tried, a flat cap and the apron and the laugh so wide. He was the news before the news each day, just by the way he handed you the paper. And he'd say, "Morning," that was it, the newspaper stand. Morning, that was all, Mickey's newspaper stand. Right there in the cold, right there in the rain, Mickey's newspaper stand was the simplest, best thing about this neighborhood. Every single morning, every single day again. Mickey's gone 20-some years now. The stand's a flower kiosk, I believe, and the papers come on apps now anyway, so nobody needs to stop, nobody needs to say morning to nobody on the way. The newspaper stand, Mickey's newspaper stand. Morning, God, I miss that word, that simple word from a simple man who stood in every weather and handed the whole neighborhood the day, every day. Mickey's newspaper stand was the simplest, best thing I ever had. Morning, 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 I woke to it before my parents knew. The whole of Maple Street was white and new. The garbage cans and mailboxes were pillowed soft, and every ordinary thing was lifted lost into something clean and without name. The neighborhood that I knew every day had been remade by something quiet in the night, and I lay in bed just watching it get light. First snow on Maple, everything is still. First snow on Maple, every window filled with the same white wonder that we never quite outgrow. First snow on Maple Street was the best thing
about living anywhere where it used to snow. By 9 o'clock, the hill at Crawford Park was full. Every kid who'd found a sled or garbage can to pull. And we'd stay till the cold became too real to bear, and go home soaking, warming by the register air. And the neighborhood in snow meant something more than just the cold. It changed what everything was for. The whole block slowed to something near a stop, and being alive felt more like what it ought. First snow on Maple, everything at ease. First snow on Maple, quiet in the trees. The kind of hush that only nature knows when it covers up the ordinary with snow. First snow on Maple Street was the best thing about living anywhere where it used to snow. I live in the South now, haven't seen a winter like that since I was 20-something, moving out, not looking back. But every December, when the forecast even hints I'm 8 years old on Maple Street, and I can feel the cold in every bone and breath and limb. First snow on Maple, everything is still. First snow on Maple, windows, yards, and hills. The whole neighborhood remade into something pure, the kind of thing that only childhood can ensure. You'll love forever. First snow on Maple Street was the most beautiful thing about living anywhere in the winter, in the snow. Still falling, still falling.
The moving truck was there when I woke up that Tuesday, and I stood at the window watching from my room. I didn't know what to say, so I just stood there while they carried Tommy's things out through the afternoon. We'd been best friends since second grade, 3 houses down the whole parade of growing up together side by side. And now a truck was taking him outside of everything we were. When Tommy moved away, the neighborhood went quiet. When Tommy moved away, something changed the climate of the block I thought would always stay the way it was. When Tommy moved away, I learned
that nothing stays the way it was. Not even the things you love the most. He came over at the end and we just sat on the stoop and didn't say much. That was always what we'd do. His mother called him at 4:30 for the last time, and he walked back to the truck without looking behind. We wrote letters for a year, then less, and then a Christmas card, and then the rest is silence and the decades doing what they do. I wonder if he thinks about me too. When Tommy moved away, the neighborhood went quiet. When Tommy moved away, I couldn't quite fight it. The feeling that the block had lost its center. When Tommy moved away, I learned that neighborhoods change and people enter and people go, and nothing stays. I found him on the internet last winter. He's got 3 kids and lives somewhere out west. I sent a message and he wrote back laughing. Said he still remembered that crack bat and all the rest. We talked for 20 minutes about nothing, the way old friends do when the years collapse. And before he signed off, he said, I always miss that block. And I said, Tommy, man, me too, me too. When Tommy moved away, the neighborhood went quiet. When Tommy moved away, but now I know the riot of time just makes the feeling sweeter and more true. When Tommy moved away was the day I understood that neighborhoods are people, and people are the good, the whole good. See you, Tommy. Corner of Main, there was a store we called the Dime that sold everything from goldfish to the latest toys in time. The lunch counter had a stool for every person born, and the smell hit you a half a block before you'd even turn. Popcorn and floor wax and something like perfume, 100 different things in every aisle and room. You could spend a Saturday and barely scratch the top of every interesting thing inside that stop. The five and dime, nothing cost a lot. The five and dime, you could buy the whole lot with $1 and some patience and a Saturday free. The five and dime was the world to me, was the whole world in one beautiful old store. Every kid on every block I bought a plastic dinosaur for 9 cents once, and a balsa wood airplane that flew, well, for a month. The lady at the counter knew which toys would last, and she'd steer you right when the choice was going fast. The lunch counter had a cherry Coke for a dime, and the stools would spin. I spent considerable time on every stool in that establishment, I think, while my mother bought a thread and scotch tape at the sink. The 5 and dime, nothing cost a lot. The 5 and dime, you could buy the whole lot. With $1 and a dream and a Saturday afternoon, the dime was the world to me, was the whole world in one beautiful old store. Every kid, every Saturday, needed nothing more. They've been gone since the malls came in the 70s, and the malls are gone now too, the great irony. Nothing lasts forever but the memory of things, and the 5 and dime still rings in every dime I see. The 5 and dime, nothing cost a lot. The 5 and dime had everything you got. With $1 if you had one, or just browse for free. The 5 and dime was a world to me. It's still the world to me when I close my eyes and I'm back on Main Street, and nothing costs more than a dime.
The alley behind 2nd Street was nobody's than ours. We'd disappear back there for undiscovered hours. The garages had their secrets, and the dumpsters had their find, and whatever rules applied on 2nd didn't apply behind. It smelled like motor oil and something growing through the cracks between the buildings and the concrete and the railroad tracks. It was ugly and it was perfect, and it was ours alone. The alley behind 2nd Street, our real home. The alley behind 2nd Street, where the real world lived. The alley behind 2nd Street is where we learn to give ourselves to something uncontrolled, unplanned, unobserved. The alley behind 2nd Street was everything that the front street never quite deserved. We built a fort against the Callahan garage wall with lumber and a door. We found one August in the fall and held it till the winter, made us give it up, then rebuilt it come the spring. Yeah, that's what's up. The alley knew us better than our schools. It taught us things they couldn't teach with rules. How to negotiate and how to fix what breaks, how to stand your ground and know what standing takes. The alley behind 2nd Street, where the real stuff grew. The alley behind 2nd Street is where I found the truth about who I was and what I'd be in the spaces no one watched. The alley behind 2nd Street taught me everything. The front street never could. Now it's a parking lot, of course it is. And 2nd Street itself has changed its face. But somewhere in the geography of who I became is the shape of that alley, and the particular grace of being unwatched and free, and exactly the age where the alley was the world and the world was the alley, and everything was ours. The alley behind 2nd Street, that's where we were real. The alley behind 2nd Street, that's where I learned to feel the edges of the world, the parts that don't get named. The alley behind 2nd Street is part of every game I've ever played, is part of everything I am. The alley behind 2nd Street, still back there, still back there, still back there, still back there, still back there. Kicked the can at 6 when the shadows got long. Ring a Levy to dark when the whole street was on. Red light, green light on the Callaway lawn. A stickball on 3rd till the very last one was gone. The rules were as we made them all, and changed them in the middle and revised in the fall, and argued till somebody's mother called inside. But we'd be out again by morning with the tide of every summer day. Street games at dusk in the neighborhood light. Street games at dusk in the failing of the night. Johnny on the pony and manhunt and the rest. Street games at dusk was childhood at its absolute best. Running the streets until we couldn't see to play. Street games at dusk every single summer day. The bases were the sewer covers, that was law. And out of bounds was anything past Mrs. Shaw's. And if the ball went in the Weber yard, you lost it. Every kid on the block had mentally costed that particular risk, and took it anyway. We learned physics on that block and social code, and how to lose without it being the whole road, and how to win and not be the guy nobody wants back, and how to read the light and know when it's time to head on back. Street games at dusk in the neighborhood glow. Street games at dusk, running fast and slow, tagging freeze, tagging statues in war. Street games at dusk, we
uniforms and scheduled fees, and I'm sure they're fine and learning things too. Something in the self-organization, 20 kids making their own rules that nobody could teach in a league. Nobody could. Street games at Dusk. Lord, we had those streets. Street games at Dusk, under our own feet. Ring-a-lee-a and stickball and the summer's last life. Street games at Dusk is why I can still fight for anything worth fighting. Is why I know the way. Street games at Dusk taught me everything every single summer's fading day. One more game, one more.
You hear that? 3 o'clock on a Wednesday and the whole street stops when that music comes around the corner and it drops. Every kid drops everything and runs for the door. Mom, the truck! I need a quarter like every time before. She'd have the quarter ready at the kitchen drawer, because mothers knew that sound the way they knew the score of every game their children played every day. And she'd hand it over with a smile and say,
"Get the good humor!"
The ice cream truck, the sound of summertime. The ice cream truck, every kid in line. Dreamsicle or fudsicle or the bomb pop red, white, blue. The ice cream truck came around every afternoon like clockwork, like a promise, like a law of summer heat. The ice cream truck was the sweetest thing on any neighborhood street. The decision was immense, you had one shot to choose, and the line was moving and you couldn't afford to lose. Too long deciding and you'd get what's left behind. Chocolate eclair or the rocket pop, make up your mind, and you'd unwrap it on the curb with total reverence. The first bite, perfect in the summer's evidence of everything being exactly right. In the middle of a Tuesday afternoon in August light, the sound of summertime. The ice cream truck, every kid in line, orange creamsicle and the strawberry shortcake bar. The ice cream truck didn't need to go far because we ran to it like it was summoning us home. The ice cream truck was the sweetest mobile thing the neighborhood has ever known. I still hear it sometimes, a truck in the summer heat. And for half a second I'm 12 years old on the street. Pocket full of quarters, whole afternoon ahead, and the particular joy of ice cream before the workday, before the mortgage, before the things that weigh you down, was just pure and cold and perfect in the neighborhood in the afternoon. The ice cream truck, Lord, the sound of summertime. The ice cream truck, everybody's in line, every kid on every block drop whatever they were at. The ice cream truck is why I know that joy can come on a truck and ring a bell and make the world exactly right in the summer. Wait for me. Wait for me.
was a 1 block, the school was 2. The park was 3 blocks, that was just the truth of what the neighborhood gave without apology. The whole world was a walk away for a kid like me. I didn't know I had it then, of course. I thought everywhere was like this, that's the source. Childhood's beautiful miscalculation, that the world you know is every nation. 2 blocks from everything, that's what I had. 2 blocks from everything, the best life a boy could have. Up to the candy, the park, the pool, the friends, the alley, the school. 2 blocks from everything is where I grew up. 2 blocks from everything is what I gave up when I grew up and left. Now I've got a car and a zip code for the map, and a city full of options I can pull up on my app. And I can get to anything in 47 states, but I haven't been 2 blocks from everything since I left those gates. And I think about it more the older that I get, that the best design for living I've encountered yet was a neighborhood where everything was near, where every need was met by just being here. 2 blocks from everything, that's what I had. 2 blocks from everything, God, it wasn't bad. The school, the store, the park, the guys, the whole world right before my eyes. 2 blocks from everything is where a life begins. 2 blocks from everything is where I've always been. In my heart. They call it walkability now, some plan and turn, like they've discovered something we already learned. On every block in every neighborhood, in every decent town, where kids grew up with everything right there around. 2 blocks, just 2 blocks. 2 blocks from everything, Lord, I had it all. 2 blocks from everything, before I took that fall into the wider world that spread too far and gave me everything except the particular small, perfect radius of 2 blocks from everything. 2 blocks from everything. 2 blocks from everything, it's what I was. 2 blocks. 2 blocks. The sidewalk on the corner where we learned to ride our bikes, it's still the same sidewalk, cracked the same as when we liked to jump that particular crack that Mrs. Williams always said was caused by the oak tree roots, and we'd believe her instead. These streets don't age the way we age, they just absorb and keep every footstep, every season, every secret, every sleep of every child who ever ran them, heading home or heading out. These streets remember everything we never thought about. What these streets remember would fill a book too big to hold. What these streets remember is older than we'll ever get old. The first steps and the last ones, the summers and the snow. What these streets remember is every version of every person this neighborhood helped grow. The maple on the corner has been standing 80 years, and it has held the laughter, and it has held the tears of every generation that has walked beneath its arms. And it has asked for nothing but the seasons and the storms, and the houses have their layers, every wall a ring of every family that has lived within and loved within and lost within and left. These houses hold the living and the bereft. What these streets remember would fill a library and more. What these streets remember is what we were before. The mortgages and corner offices and children of our own. What these streets remember is a boy who thought this neighborhood was the whole world and wasn't wrong. I want to say something to the street, something that a grown man doesn't normally say. But I want to thank the sidewalk and the maple and the corner lot and the hydrant and the alley and the pool and Sal and Nicky and the old movie house and the sound of Mama's voice in the summer calling me home. I want to say thank you for making me what these streets remember is what I'm made of still. What these streets remember lives in everything I feel. The child that walked these blocks is every step I take today. What these streets remember is me in every way, in every single day. Still here on these streets, still remember, still here. Thank you. If you want to know me, know where I came from. 6 blocks in a city that nobody else maps. The corner of Oak and Third by the old elm, that's where everything I am begins and overlaps. With every boy I was on every summer day, every block I ran, every game I played. You don't choose the neighborhood, but the neighborhood chooses everything about the man you'll be. Grown on these streets, that's what I am. Grown on these streets, the particular plan that no one designed, but the block itself made. Grown on these streets, in the sun and the shade of the elm tree and the maple and the hydrant and the pool. Grown on these streets is the best education I've ever had, and I've been to school. I've lived in 7 cities since I left that block. I've had addresses in 5 states on the clock. But whenever someone asks me where I'm really from, I still say Oak and Third, because that's where I begun. And I think about those streets when things get hard. I think about the alley and the backyard, and the particular feeling of being a boy who had everything he needed within walking distance and knew it was joy. Grown on these streets, that's what I'll always be. Grown on these streets, they grew the best of me. Sal and Mickey and the Sandlot Boys, Mrs. Henderson roses and the street game noise. Grown on these streets is the simplest truth I know about myself. I had a good neighborhood and a good youth, and it made me. I don't want too much when I'm gone, just that someone who knew me knows where the roots went down into 6 blocks in a city that nobody maps but me, and a boy who's still running those streets. And everything I do, and everything I say, and everything I've loved since the day I left. Grown on these streets, that's what both of us are. Grown on these streets, they brought us this far. Through everything after, the losses, the years. Grown on these streets, you can still feel it here, in the way that we love, in the way that we stay. Grown on these streets is the best thing anyone ever said about the way we were made. We were made. We were made. Oak and Third. Oak and Third.
That's a wrap on the old neighborhood. 20 songs, 20 streets, one place we all came from. Thank you for spending your time here on Retro Vibe FM. If this music took you somewhere tonight, somewhere real, somewhere true, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. Tell us what you remember, because every week we come back here to the sounds, to the feeling, to the music that gets it right. The radio's always on. The neighborhood is always waiting. Until next time, this is Retro Vibe FM. Stay golden.
Retro Vibe FM.